plug it in just in case that we missed that part, because I feel like we probably missed that part.
Mm-hmm. But like,
what was your Twitch count?
Pavinus454.
All right, Pavinus454.
Capital Pavoni. Well, no, it's not that long. Don't type in that. I
forgot. It happens, dude. Like it's cool.
Capital Pavi. Well, no, bro. I just said it. Capital Pavonis. I don't think it was that long. Maybe it was.
I'll just set it in the description. You can click on it and it'll plug you up.
I think it was capital Pavonis 454.
Okay.
454. 452? I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out.
Word.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything. But yeah, I've upgraded from the Xbox 360 with my TV to an Xbox One S with my TV to my Xbox One S and my flat screen TV with my desk and stuff. I like that.
Right.
And then I upgraded to an Xbox Series X with my TV, my Razer Huntsman Mini keyboard with I have a Razer Viper Mini mouse and a Logitech G502 wireless mouse too, and my mouse pad too.
It's a pretty badass setup you got, bud.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Don't take it for granted.
No.
Yeah, because I don't know. I love video games, but like, you know how much I play. It's not very often. It's like maybe once a week, twice a week.
Eventually, I do want to get a PS4 so that I can play with you and like I can get the games that are on the PS4 that aren't on the Xbox.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're at the point where it's like everybody's switching to PC, dude. If I'm gonna be playing games, eventually I'm gonna end up fucking having a PC. Because then you can play Xbox and PS4 games instead of just.
Except Halo is only on Xbox. It's on nothing else.
It's not on PC?
Nope.
Man, did you know that the first Halo came out on PC? That's when it won Game of the Year. It was on PC. That's fucking crazy. That sucks that it's not on PC. That makes no sense to me.
That makes no.
Especially because they're so focused on the realism.
Xbox completely took over Halo.
That's fucking bullshit.
I know.
That's fucking bullshit. I miss Halo, dude. I play PS4 and I miss Halo. Like that was the one thing that was so obsessive about my Xbox.
The reason why I want to get a PS4, I think, I was so stoked about this game I was gonna get, and then it turns out it's only on PC and PS4. So.
Was it Spider-Man?
No, it was called The Forest. Basically, you crash this plane onto this island. It's a pretty big island. And then there are these no-skin people with no eyes. They take your son, and they hide your son somewhere. And then your goal is to basically you build survival, and then you make shelter. You can build pretty much anything.
This is like a survival game.
Yeah, it's like a survival game, but at the same time, it has like a backstory and stuff. You're supposed to try to save your son. So basically, you're trying to survive.
Oh wait, you're fighting cannibals.
Yep. You're fighting cannibals.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was really into that one. It's just like that's just too much survival for me. But I dig it.
It is a lot of survival, but I really like it. I like the backstory. And it's so hard to stay alive too. Like your hunger goes down so fast.
And then you have to deal with temperatures and shit. Like they fucking get so immersive with the survival games, man.
But you can play multiplayer on it. I watched.
I'd do it. If you got it, I'd do it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was.
We need to play more games together. Fuck, I miss you. I miss you, dude. Like, you know what I mean? And you're in the game, so I need to pull you out of the game or get into the game. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't played it yet. I just watched this YouTuber. I watched this whole series. He had like 25 episodes on it. They were all like 3 hours long. But it took me a long time to finish it. But I finished it. He was playing with his girlfriend. and it was way easier with two people. It's way easier with two people.
Word. Because you can help each other out and shit, right?
But he's big. He has like 11 million subscribers.
Oh man.
So,
Good job to him. You're next.
Yeah, he started at the very beginning of YouTube though. He started a long time ago.
I mean, I think with shit like that, the most important thing, it's partially, yes, it's advertisement and franchising, but it's also just being annoying with it. Just every day you're posting videos all the time. You just gotta be annoying as fuck until people accept it. You know what I'm saying? So like.
And it's fun to go on YouTube. There's this thing, oldest to newest and stuff on there. It's fun to go back and see his old videos to now, and so much that has improved on that. Like.
So, dude, I like doing that with Joe Rogan. I'll look at like podcasts that he makes maybe a year and a half ago. And of course, it's not up to date with the times, but it's still like you can see how much that shit has grown. You know what I mean? And I mean, you'll be able to see it with this because I intend to make, at least 4 podcasts a week, at least 4. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're gonna get a really, really in-depth look on me and life and the people I interview because I'll have you on again, obviously. You know, it's like, we'll be able to document like our progress as humans, That's fucking cool.
Like, I was also really into Red Dead 1 on Xbox 360. I got so far into it and stuff. Dude. And
I didn't know you got into Red Dead 1.
Red Dead 1, like, I played it a lot. Like,
fuck. Yeah. That was so good.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking John
Marston. Found it. I was looking through the CD cases, and I was just looking for games, see what I could find and stuff. And I pulled out it. I remember I wanted to play this game for so long, so I was so freaking happy that I found it. And I played, I played that game for probably 6 months. I was really into it and stuff.
Word.
And the boys came over, we were having sleepover, and one of them stepped on the disc. And so I lost all my progress.
Alright, boys, if you're watching this, please be more careful. Please be more careful. But anyway, yeah.
It was a long time
I got fucking heavy into that, dude. I got heavy into Red Dead 1. And then that was why Red Dead 2 when it came out, you remember when I broke my collarbone? It was right when it came out.
Yeah. I remember watching you play.
Yeah, dude, and I got fucking crazy into it because it was just like, holy shit, I've been what? Like, I didn't even expect him to make a sequel. You know what I mean? Like,
when I saw it, I was that was after I played Red Dead 1 and stuff. When I saw you playing, and I saw how much it evolved and stuff, and how realistic it looked.
Dude,
then
I cried multiple times during that storyline. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I cried so much. Like, I was like, holy fuck. Like, goddamn, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's a video game. Why you gotta get so deep? You know, like. But then there's also that part of me where it's like, it has to be deep because it's gonna suck you in, and it did. It fucking sucked me in, and I could still play that game over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up.
I still have Red Dead 2 on.
No, it's the other one. Dude, I lost that one because I had to delete my old account because I couldn't get into it, and so like I lost the game, like the whole game. So, see, that's why I like discs. I like buying discs. That way, like, if I end up fucking up and I have to get a new PSN, I have to, I can switch it over. Yeah.
The thing that I really did not like about my Xbox One S, it was the digital version. I thought I was getting the disc version so I could play all my old Xbox 360 games on it.
Right.
And it was the digital version. I was so sad because I couldn't play. I was looking forward to play the Xbox 360 games on that so I could get 4K and stuff, better graphics.
See, and that's one huge difference is because you have a lot of digital games, but all of mine are on disc.
I had so many disc games on Xbox 360. I had
That was what it did, though. It was because of Red Dead. I was scared. And I was, scared because I lost my old account. I was like, fuck. If I attach it to an account, then I lose the account, then I'm fucked, dude. You know what I mean? And then I gotta...
You still have an account on my Xbox. You can play Red Dead, every once in a while.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. You got it, right?
You can start again. You won't necessarily
there's
have
a lot.
There won't be,
dude,
you won't be where you were. But.
Yeah, dude, I've slammed and jammed on that shit, dude. I've had it all the way to the end, played through the whole fucking storyline, and then, I think 3 times I played through the whole storyline. There was the first time I was completely good. Second time I was good and shit. Like I was kind of an asshole. And then the third time I was just all evil, completely the whole way. I was just an asshole. I just riding down and just blow your fucking head off for no reason.
The thing that I found really fun about that game, and Red Dead 1, I did this in Red Dead 1 too, because I'm pretty sure that it wasn't as graphic, I don't think, in Red Dead 1, but I would
check. Okay. We're gonna get a better system going, but
yeah.
Right now we're in the early stage. All right, we're good.
Okay, but yeah, I would lasso these people, hog-tie them, put them on the back of my horse.
So fun hog-tying people.
I know.
Dude.
I hog-tied them. I put them on the back of my horse. I went over to the railroad tracks. I put them on the railroad tracks, and I just set up camp, wait for the train to go there.
Yeah.
It was so worth it every single time.
And see, like, it's different now because, like, with Red Dead 2, they changed that because obviously that's the first thing you're gonna do. That is the first thing. You're gonna hog-tie somebody and leave them on the tracks and watch the fucking train hit.
And I remember when.
You remember Red Dead 1 then? You played Red Dead 1. You remember doing that? They just, like, you know what I mean? They just disappeared. But with Red Dead 2, it was just like, it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Like, you just dismemberment and just, you know what I mean?
You remember that
mission?
It
was more of what you wanted.
I don't remember if it was Red Dead 1 or Red Dead 2. You saved that drunk guy but from getting hit by the train. Remember that?
Yeah, was he a pastor or some shit? He was a priest.
Yeah. It was so weird because when I got on Red Dead 2, I saw there was Armadillo, and you remember Armadillo that was in Red Dead 1? Yeah. I went all the way there. I went all the way there on my horse. It was
to the bridge.
Yeah, it was so far away. But like I went all the way up there, and it was basically Red Dead 1's place. And I went to Bonnie's farm. That's still there and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a trip. Going back to that, that was crazy for me. I was like, "What in the fuck?" Nostalgia hit me hard. You know what I mean? That was crazy, dude. Like,
I think was Red Dead 2 before Red Dead 1 in storyline. Okay,
yes.
Yeah, because Armadillo looked so bad. Like it was burnt
exactly.
And stuff.
Yeah, because it's definitely chronologically. It's weird because like once you play Red Dead 1, you're like, okay, cool, fuck, this is insane already. And then you go to the Red Dead 2, and then you hear about, like, you know John Marston talking about, I used to run in a gang. They built the fuck out of that, dude. Like, you know what I mean? They built that so hard, and it's just like, holy shit. Like, goddamn, son. You know, like, and then, what do you think Red Dead 3 would be like?
Is the person you play in Red Dead 1 on the story the guy that you save in Red Dead 2 in the very beginning of the story? You save the
from the wolf pack. Yeah, that's how he got the scar. That's how he got the scar. Yeah, because he didn't have a scar before that. And that was what was so crazy to me. It was like one of those things. It was like, holy shit, fuck! Like that's how it happened. Like was there now. You know what I mean?
I have to say, you're like that one weapon you get when you're fighting the wolves, that double barrel pistol or whatever. It was really good, like for a starting weapon. Especially
you aim somebody's head, man. You just your head is gone. I love that shit, dude. Like, it's a primal thing about like humans. You want to see dismemberment. You do. Like whether you like it or not, it's part of human culture. You want to see people dismembered. It's this fucked up, weird, primal, aggressive, testosterone-based, tribalistic shit. You know what I mean? Like you just want to fucking rip it. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that shit. Yeah.
I did some like really screwed up stuff.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and it's like, you know what's weird is that you did that shit when you were like 8.
Yeah.
You saw that when you were like 8. You know what I mean? That's a totally different. Like, imagine you were 8 when you're in 1950. You don't experience shit like that, dude. It's crazy. That's just the difference of like exposure to that ridiculous brutality. Like obviously it kind of, I don't want to say that it makes you jaded to really fucked up things that are happening in real life, but it also definitely acquaints you with the real consequences of fucked up things.
That's just water.
Yeah, I think somebody took shit.
Okay, so
luckily the mic will pick that up. I got a decent mic. It's not great, but it's decent. So
well, at least you have mine.
The mic will know when you take a shit.
Okay, so in Red Dead 1, I could not find it in Red Dead 2. I looked all over the towns and stuff. I played that game where you put the knife
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. That's a 5-finger fillet.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
I could never find it.
Have you ever played that in real life? Boy, it's
Not
fucking
yet.
scary, dude. It's scary. I've played it multiple times. It's fucking scary. Like, you're just like, please don't chop off my finger. Please don't stab my finger. Please fucking goddamn. I hope I do this right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
and
dude.
In the game,
it's stressful in real life,
in
dude.
The game, like I know in real life it's probably way more.
So stressful, dude. Yeah, dude. We used to do that shit when it used to get really big.
I did do it in school with a pencil.
Oh yeah.
With my
friends.
Even
then it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like
me and my friends, we'd take pencils from the classroom, we'd go to lunch, and as we were freaking eating our food, we would play it.
That shit is gnarly, dude. Yeah. Like, you ever played Knuckles?
The Bloody Knuckles?
Yeah, Bloody Knuckles.
I played it with Nina. But mom's.
How do you do it? Because I've heard multiple methods. Explain. These people are just showing it.
We just did this a lot.
That's it.
Well, we
We used to punch each other in the fist.
We didn't really.
And the first person to give is the loser.
We didn't really We didn't get into it obviously because mom wouldn't let us.
Yeah.
we wouldn't so.
Ours was bad.
I remember this
Ours was fucking bad.
I remember the bus.
Fucking my hands up, dude.
I remember the bus. I was one of the kids that had to stay in the front because I got in trouble so much on the bus.
You little fucker.
Me and Quentin, the older kid, he was in junior high and I was in elementary school, and Cannon. We would all just.
I remember Cannon.
Yeah, we would climb under the seats. We would just climb under the seats and go all the way back and all the way back, and we would race. We would be like, whoever gets back has to eat an egg or something.
What a pain in the ass. You know what, man? Props to the fucking bus drivers, because that seems like a pain in the ass to deal with.
He never did anything. Like the bus driver, he would never really do anything.
Dude, Quentin was fucking gnarly. Quentin was a gnarly kid. I remember one time I was at the skate park and he was throwing around a fucking dead rabbit all over the skate park, and I was like, dude, do that somewhere else, because if I fall and I end up in fucking rabbit blood, I'm gonna be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? So and I was like, man, you're my next door neighbor. Yeah, I mean, you live a mile away, but we're in the country. You are the closest neighbor. I will drive over to your fucking house and beat the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
I didn't say anything, but
you're so punk ass.
Yeah, I didn't say anything, but me and Nina, mom was at the checkout. We were going to get something, and we saw Quentin putting candy bars in his pockets. And then he went outside, got in his truck with his friends, and then he left. And nobody did it. I don't.
Well, yeah, most times you steal, you don't get caught.
Yeah, most of the time.
Most times you don't get caught. So he was a little fucker though. He was definitely a little fucker, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
I don't know if he ever told you, but you remember that he had a really crappy truck, but then he got a new truck. First time he was driving it, obviously, when you get your first car.
I remember his shit truck, yeah.
Yeah, the crappy truck. And then he got a new truck. Never even got to see it. He was on his way to our house, because that's where he waited to get in the bus.
Yep.
On the bus. And he took a sharp turn and he rolled it 4 times.
What an idiot.
His brand new truck. His brand new truck that he just got.
Did he cry? I would cry.
I don't know, but the whole day on the bus he was holding his neck
like this. Shit car. Yeah. He went from shit car, dude. There was no way he could downgrade, because it was such a shit mobile. It was like one of those old 1970s fucking Ford F-150s kind of.
Yeah, it was a 90 something, but still it was really crappy.
Yeah, it was a shit truck.
Top speed 45. If you go any higher than that, it's just gonna.
Yeah. So if you get a new car and then you wreck it, I would fucking cry. I would cry. I cried when I fucking wrecked my Civic, dude.
He got a new 2005 Chevy Silverado or something. That's the one he rolled. He was coming back for his house. First time he drove it, he was going over to our house. Obviously, he got his first car. He was excited, and
Well, there's no turns on the way to our house, so he must have been going to the bottom of the hill, right?
He was going. Yeah. Not the 4 corners, but the corners behind.
Okay. So that T. Right? That T at the bottom of the hill.
Yep.
Okay.
That's where he rolled it 4 times. I saw.
But if he was heading to our house, there's no reason to turn left, right?
I have no idea why he turned. He was on his way to our house.
All right, kids. If you're trying to drift, feel it out first. Feel it out first. If you're trying to drift, feel it out first.
But he said he rolled it 4 times. I saw him holding his neck, so I went back to the bus. And I was like, "Yo, what happened?" And he was like, he showed pictures of his truck. It was just completely upside down, like destroyed. It was brand new too.
Oh God, I'd be pissed at my kid, man. Like, just please be more responsible, man. Like,
yeah. Well,
God damn, son.
I mean,
I wonder what he's up to now. Hey, Quentin, come on my podcast.
I mean, like,
it's a 4-hour drive.
He was like 15 then. So it's been like 5. It's been a while.
Yeah, how old is he now then?
He's probably almost 20.
Fucking shit, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. He's probably like...
Alright, Quentin, I gotta get you on my podcast, bud. I gotta get you on my podcast. Okay, so... Alright, I'm gonna get Quentin on my podcast. I gotta know. I gotta know what's going on with that boy. Like, I gotta know, man. Like...
Yeah. I mean, I see him a lot at Walmart.
He's a fucking gnarly kid.
Yeah.
Which I can relate to. But he was like gnarly on a weird level. You know what I mean? Yeah. So... Let's find out. We'll find out. I'll get him here. I will get him here. I'll go and fucking pick him up if I have to, dude. Like,
I remember these 2 siblings. There was this. It was Jared and his older sister.
Let me just quadruple check. Keep talking.
But it was Jared and his sister. They were older. They were like 16 or 17. They were older than Nina, because Nina was like younger back then.
I do remember Jared.
Jared and his sister. This one time, Jared was talking crap to his sister, and she got in his seat, pulled his pants down, grabbed his freaking, she squeezed.
Nina?
No, it wasn't Nina. It was his. It was Jared's.
Fuck.
It was Jared's.
I'm a savage, my little sister. I'm living in the same house as that woman.
It was his sister, and then we went over, and I just heard this scream.
Oh my God. That's my junk.
He shut up after that.
Fucking Betty did, dude. It's sensitive down there, man. Like you gotta be gentle. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude.
And Spencer, I mean, no, not Spencer. No, it wasn't Spencer. Cannon. He called Nina the N-word on the bus, and he was white.
And of course, this is a little kid. He has room to improve.
Yeah,
but he did use a racist slur against my little sister.
And Nina went off. She cussed him and everything.
And apparently she got in trouble for it too. So
yeah,
that was
no, he didn't get in trouble.
Ridiculous.
No, the bus driver. Get in trouble? No, the bus driver didn't say anything about him saying the N-word, but talked about her saying the F word. Yeah, like she's
well,
like.
There's some places in the. There's some places. All right, so like rural places. You still have to worry about that type of shit. This ridiculous discrimination and this tribalism. Like, you're a different color from me, so I have to be an asshole. You know what I mean? And I have to kind of like click over with this fucking white people because I'm white type shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking stupid, dude. Like, God, that was a huge deal with her too, because like she was like, I don't know. I remember what we did. Mom went in for the. For the consultation or whatever about what happened and shit, and like I remember what was mom was like super supportive of Nina. She's like, man, somebody called you the N-word, you motherfucking lay it down, dude, right? Like,
yeah. She actually told Kevin when she got home. She said what happened. He said, okay, it's completely fine what you did, but if you do it again, you're gonna have to be punished. You know that, right? Right. But and then she said, yeah, I completely understand stuff. I remember this one time. We were going to, there was this book thing opening. We could go into school and buy books, but we didn't really care about the books like at that time. The only thing I think I read back then was Dogman or something. It was like one of those things that had animated pictures, but it had like the word things that
comic.
And yeah,
it was a comic, yeah.
But it was like a chapter comic, chapter book comic, and that's the only thing I really got. But I wasn't in at that time. We were outside, and the elementary school, I don't know if you've seen it. It has that like big cement thing there, right there. You know that, like that. The
like
cement,
the drop off.
The drop off, yeah.
Buddy,
like the ramp and stuff.
That was one of the most important. That was a huge skate spot when I was growing up. Like that was.
Yeah,
we'd go and skate that every day.
That's what they were doing. Like, me and my friends were out there, and we were all skating, and I did it, and then we were all taking turns on this guy's skateboard. I didn't bring mine, so. And then one of them, I didn't, because I didn't know we were gonna be doing that yet.
You always bring your board, always.
And then he was going, and then he was looking back at us for a second, and we all yelled at him, "Look forward, dude! Look forward!" He hit the rail and flipped over. He was fine. He didn't land on his head or anything, but we were just laughing because he was being.
Dude, I remember that rail being super annoying. Like that was the one thing that like really got in the way of the runway. But if you could really if you could get set up, you use the rails, and then you push yourself forward. You're already set up and you're good, and then you can take that little ledge. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the same size as that 3 set that's right next to it. So like you could just drop off of that ledge, and it's way easier than taking a set. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember that. I remember that being a huge challenge. And then like there was a rail right next to it that was like that far off the ground, so you could do a grind on that. So like that's when we started doing like board slides and stuff.
I remember this one time on the bus. I was sitting next to this guy. I didn't really know him that well. He was playing this game. I was like, "Hey, dude, that looks like a really fun game. What's it called?" He gave me he said the name too. He was screwing around. I was really young back then, so I didn't know what it was. He gave me Pornhub. And yeah, he gave me that. I was like 7. I was like, okay, cool.
So this is your first time seeing porn?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I went on there and I was like,
so that's how it works.
Yeah.
Alright, so like, so how old are you exactly now? Exactly.
I'm basically 12.
Okay, so you're almost 12. Yeah, well, yeah, you're almost 12.
I'm 12.
So, when was the first time you saw porn? Let's hear it.
Like, that was when I was like 8. That was when I was
so
like
you're 8. So an 8-year-old watching porn. Okay, so this is normal. And this was kind of late because he was introduced by another kid, right? Mm-hmm. Right, so what a weird world. What a weird world, man. You know what I mean?
I didn't even know what it was, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm about to play this game.
I remember when I was 8, I was like, dude, I remember we broke into St. Catherine's. It was this abandoned apartment building complex.
I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It used to be a hospital.
Yeah, it used to be a hospital.
And it's supposed to be haunted.
It's
whatever.
So freaking creepy.
But, yeah, dude. Like we snuck in on Halloween, and when we were sneaking in, we found this fucking we looked into a closet and we found this big old hamper basket full of like 70s porn, like 70s porn like magazines, dude. And that was like. Dude, it was like seeing the Holy Grail. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing, dude. Like, yeah, I was like, holy fuck. And now, you got it on your phone, man. You know what I mean? You got it on your fucking phone. It's like so accessible. Like, dude, I really kind of sometimes wish that I would have traveled to the future when I was a little kid. That way I could have more access to this kind of porn that we have now. Mm-hmm. But, just saying, there's an 8-year-old with a porn video. Totally accessible. Totally accessible. Like, keep on going. Sorry.
all of my friends talk about it. They're just like they don't even care. They're just like they just expect us not to talk about it. They're just like, hey, yeah, there was this one video. It was like really weird. There was like they just.
Have you seen 2 Girls 1 Cup yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, man. Like. You're so young. Like, it's such a fucked up thing to see. Like, for anybody, no matter what age you are, it's fucked up.
It wasn't necessarily on purpose.
Yeah. Sometimes people send it to you as a joke, and then it's like, you just end up watching it.
My friends just send it out of nowhere without even, like, asking me. They're just like...
Sorry. Like, that's me. I'd do it. I'd do that. You know what I mean? Like, so...
And then I go over...
Keep talking. I gotta rock a piss. Okay. Keep talking, buddy. Ooh.
But yeah, I'd just be like, yeah, I like they send just random stuff out of nowhere. Like, they don't even care. They just send it. Me thinking it's gonna be a meme. Me go to it. It's just like, bro, why? they just don't even care. They don't even care. Yeah.
got 2 more beers because now I'm listening to my little brother speak about porn. So, all right, continue the story. As horrified as I am, I still want to know.
Okay, now my friend, he's like a complete weeb, so he sent me like a bunch of anime stuff too. Sometimes, like I that's the first time I really saw anime stuff. I don't really like
the hentai.
Yeah.
That's the porn version of. Well, that's the porn version of the animation style of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all should know this. If you're watching my channel, you should definitely know that. So.
Yeah, probably would not be on your recommended if it.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, it's like the next video down is definitely like. That was my jam. I remember being so into hentai because I knew that if I got caught in school, there was nothing you could do because it's art. You know what I mean? It's just art. There's no way. It's not technically porn. It's just drawn. It's art. You know? So like, I appreciate the art style. Well, I still definitely took advantage of it. Like, you know what I mean? So like, yeah. Continue.
I don't know. I don't know.
So the guy showed you porn on the bus, right? Showed you Pornhub?
He gave me the link. He said, "Oh, this is this game that I'm playing." And I go home. I put it in my freaking laptop. It's just this Google laptop. I'm like 8, so I have so much. I have problems with putting it in. I put it in finally. I go to it and I was like, "What is this?"
You hear this, Mom? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. It's not your fault.
Well,
there's nothing you could do.
I actually gave it to her. I said, "What is this?" Like she knows about that. Like I gave it to her. I said, "What is this?" And she said, "Oh." Yeah, I was like, really...
You said it to Mom? You sent it to Mom?
Well, I didn't know what it was.
Man, you know you knew what it was. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, like, there was no part in your body that was like, all right, well, this is what sex is then. There was nothing that?
I didn't know that.
Did you think about it, though? Like, you're just like, okay, so this must, like, or at least this is what sex might be, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You definitely thought it, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You sent it to Mom for a fucking joke. You sent it to Mom to fuck with her, right? Like, come on, man.
No,
Deep down, I know it was in your brain.
I took my laptop. I said,
little fucker.
I did that so that she would think I didn't know what it was.
Come on, damn. Like, okay.
So yeah,
that's
I showed
fair.
it to her. So
You know you gotta fuck with your parents, man. You know.
It's not.
Okay. All right. Please continue with this crazy fucking story.
So, yeah, I was, like again, the first time, I was looking it up. I thought I was about to play this cool game, and like it was this cool game with different maps. You could jump your car and just wreck it, destroy it and stuff. He was like, "Oh yeah," and then I wrote it down on this piece of paper, and then I went home. I put it in my laptop, and it just popped up. And I'm just like, what an asshole.
What an asshole. Whoever that kid was, that was me. If I was born in that generation, that was me. Like, I'd be like, oh man, check out this crazy thing. This dude swallowing a slug.
This is honestly the guy that I hated, because the only reason I hated him is because on the bus route, he did not go on the bus that much, but when he did, the bus route to our house, he had this turn. There's like 5 miles down this one road, then you turn left, and then there's like another 5 miles down, and then there's his road. And I'm just like, dude, this is so long. Why is it taking so long to get to his house?
We were the furthest away from the school, so we were the first to get picked up and the last to get dropped off.
Exactly.
Yes.
It was already such a long bus ride, and when that happened, I was just like, I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't even.
There's a lot of sleeping on the bus for me too.
That mostly in the morning, because I had to wake up at like 6 o'clock.
And then after, and then when you're coming home from school, you're trying to impress the girls on the fucking bus. That was like the main. That was the main thing for me anyway. It was like, man, there's a cute patootie here. I have like 15 minutes before she gets off the bus.
Did you
you
remember that? Like, you didn't have this girlfriend for that long. You remember that girlfriend that when you came out? I don't think you had this girlfriend for that long. You came to shoot the guns. Remember what that girlfriend, you came out, we were living in the camper next to the shop.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It wasn't super that long ago.
I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, we went and then you had your friends and stuff. And then we went to shoot the guns. Yeah, her.
Yeah, alright, Katie.
She was on our bus.
No shit.
Yeah, she was. She was one of the big kids on our bus. That's Cannon's sister.
She was awesome.
Yeah, that's Cannon's sister.
Okay, right. It was Katie something. We probably better not say her last name, but either way, Katie, if you're watching this, I miss you. Let's hit it off. But anyway, yeah, that was a crazy time, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was big on Xannies. That was one thing that was I had a huge problem with because she was so big on Xans. You know what I mean? And just smoking cigarettes and, it was I could get down with it at the time because it was whatever, if it's accessible, I don't fucking care. But
when I first got my mini bike, the little mini bike thing that I have.
Yep. I remember I was pissed because I never got anything even remotely like that. I remember I was so jealous and I was like, motherfucker, this little fucker, you got a fucking motorcycle, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was riding it and late at night. I was riding it late at night. I had no lights, didn't know where I was going. It wasn't night, but it was dawn where it's
right.
the moon's up and stuff.
Right.
And I was riding, and that big junk pile next to that huge junk pile in between the shop and that circle thing. You remember?
Yes.
That right there.
Yes.
I didn't know where I was going. I was coming back from Charlie and Michelle's on the bike, and I was going too fast, so I tried to turn, and I slid right into the tires. and then the day after,
there are worse things to run into.
And then the day after, we built a ramp, and Nathaniel was the one. I wasn't gonna do that, so I put Nathaniel on the bike. He jumped the ramp. He went straight into the tires. He broke my thing right there. he flew off of it. He hit the ground. And
God damn, wish we had that on video. I wish I could just pop it up. You know what I mean? Just here's the video of this crazy little fucking kid doing this crazy ridiculous shit that he shouldn't have access to.
I didn't tell anybody I was gonna do this ramp thing. We were just hey dude, let's make a ramp. We did this on our BMX bikes earlier. Let's just do it with this.
Yeah, BMX bikes are way different than a motorized vehicle, for sure.
He was going, I told him, don't go too fast. He was going full throttle.
Well, you also can't go too slow, because if you go too slow, then you're totally fucked. You're going to, drop off and just, there's no way. There's no way. You're fucked, dude. Yeah. You got to be able to pull off a wheelie when you need it. You know what I'm saying?
I shouldn't have done this, but this one time, I was riding it over to, what Gary and Patty's saying, I turned around there.
Right.
And then I went back.
Let me just double check.
This one,
Keep talking.
Their kids, their grandkids or whatever.
Right.
They ran up to me and they were like, hey, can I ride? I was like, your grandma's gonna get really mad about this, but screw it anyways. And of course, freaking the kid that kind of has autistic issues, that guy, the taller, he I don't know if you ever Jordan, I think it was Jordan. He was him, but he of course the one time I let him ride it once. I was like, hey, be careful. He was like, I don't want to get hurt. I was like, okay, just gently go on the throttle. He was going on the throttle. I was walking behind him. Couldn't see him anymore. He was going, and I walked up, saw him laying on the ground with the bike.
Yeah, it's you want to assume that they're okay. When they go around that corner, you're like, okay, whatever. I can't see him anymore. They'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. And then
deep down, it's like, oh, dude, this guy's fucked up. I know it. You know what I mean?
I did not let Mercedes ride the bike though, because no. He went, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna get in trouble because I didn't ask your grandma if you could ride this. And then he said, oh, don't worry, they won't find out. but there was this huge scrape on his freaking face. I was like, how are they not gonna find out? And I'm just like, you know what? I might as well just give up.
So you just came clean, or what?
Well, he went over. I went back in the house. I put the bike away. He said that his grandma found out and she was really mad, and they can't go over there anymore. Like even
they'll remember it though.
Even before though, they weren't able to go over there. Like we were already disobeying a rule just for them being able to go even over to the camper. They were only allowed to play around the camper over there, and like, yeah.
I mean, sometimes you think that maybe we make these rules knowing they're gonna be broken, like, you know what I mean? Because like sometimes, like, even me over you, you know, and I try not to be too bad, you know. I don't want to be a fucking asshole. I don't beat you up or anything, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's like sometimes I do take the role of the enforcer, you know. I try to make sure that you're good. I just want to make sure you're fucking good. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And of course that's what's going on in my mind, but in your mind you're like, these fucking assholes making fucking rules, fucking assholes, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, but like, I feel like there's certain things where you set it in place just so that the person you're trying to protect goes out of line, and you know, and like you have these beautiful experiences. You know what I mean? And there's no way to talk shit on it because, you know, after that experience, yes, maybe some kid got hurt, but at the end of the day, that kid's gonna remember that, and it's part of their life, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard to like kind of gauge on how much you should be like directing people. You know what I mean? Because you're just a person. We're all people, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just with certain things, it's like, sometimes you just gotta fucking carve your own ass path. You gotta fucking really just get into the grit and do your own thing. You know what I mean? And I love that because that was like what my whole life was based on growing up. You know, it's like, fuck them. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do whatever I want. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel you.
I remember this one time. Really, like, okay, so I was Michelle was walking home, I guess, and I don't know what I was.
That's our aunt.
Aunt Michelle.
There's people who have no idea. So.
Yeah, Aunt Michelle. Yeah. It's our Aunt Michelle. My bad. But she was walking home. I didn't really I didn't go over there, but I heard something, and I walked over there. She was beating the crap out of these two bull snakes that were
God,
and I was like, oh my god. She didn't even look at the tail. She just got frightened, I think, and she just started hitting the bull snakes.
She's such a calm person. Alright, so as far as like my aunt goes, she is goddamn, like, she's so Christian, so like cut and clean, like she believes that the world is like 2,000 years old type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She's so fucking Christian. Like, she's so conservative and she's so like restrained, and like, women have to wear this kind of thing. I can't expose too much of this kind of thing. That seems to definitely be her general vibe. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think, man, there's certain points like where it's just, you bring out the savage and that's it. You know what I mean? It's like, you're beating the shit out of these fucking snakes. You live in the country. You gotta fucking live. Like, I got twins you gotta fucking take care of. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it comes out in everybody. No matter how constrained you are of like your human nature, you know? And the human nature is to destroy. That is it. Like, so.
You were telling me, I don't know if it was you or Sierra that told me this, that you took your wagon, you got your stuff in it, and you said you were gonna run away.
Yeah, that was because my great aunt slapped me in the face, and I didn't do well with adversity back then. She was it's not just that, she was really mean altogether. She was just a shit box. You know what I mean? She just she didn't know how to handle little kids. You know what I mean? So and I was a little kid, and she was taking care of us and shit. So like, you know, if I fucked up on something, she'd slap my hands and fucking hit me with sticks and shit. You know, and like fucking, she just hit me a lot. So like, eventually I was like, fuck this. So just packed all my shit into a wagon, and I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm out of here. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. You know what I mean? And just kind of like walk down the road.
Didn't you say, like, apparently, I don't know if this was the time you were talking about, Sierra followed you or something.
Yep, that was when we made it 2 miles. We made it all the way to the highway. And
then when you came back, Charlie was supposed to spank you, but you said that he just said, act like you're. Didn't you say that he didn't spank you and he told you, like...
Dude, I barely remember this shit. I don't even remember getting back. I just remember that I was fucking pissed and I left. Like, and my sister followed me because she was scared that something was gonna happen to me.
You came back and apparently Charlie took you back. He was supposed to spank you. He said, "Act like you're hurt. Act like you're hurt."
Okay,
or something.
I do remember that. Yeah, he was like, "Act like you're hurt. Act like you're crying and shit." And then I came in like acting like I was crying because he didn't want to hit me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I was like, okay. You know, because it was some ridiculous shit. Because the whole reason I left was because she was being shitty. You know what I mean? She wasn't being a proper adult the way an adult should act with a kid. So, like, you know, it was justified for my leaving, and I think he understood that. So, he was just like, act like you're hurt. Act like it's fucked up and you're sad, you know? Like, so, I did that.
My favorite part, I think, about the farm was...
I love Charlie, dude.
Yeah, he's really cool.
He's a good lad. He's old as fuck.
Yeah, he's 7.
He's gonna die soon, man.
He's fucking
old.
He's not in good shape, and he's like... He's working when he shouldn't be.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
I mean, you know, once you build up that... What else are you gonna do,
when
dude?
he's,
what else are you gonna do?
Most of the time,
I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. So...
Most of the time, he's alone, and he could just have a heart attack out of nowhere, and we just don't even, like, he could just be dead.
Yep.
And we wouldn't even know.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere.
But my favorite part, I think, about the farm is this one time. Mom said, "You guys can stay up all night." She thought we were gonna stay in. She thought we were gonna stay in the house, but we went outside with our bikes. All of us. I think Nina was there too. And again, we built this ramp. Except this ramp was like really unsturdy. Like we just put crap together and we didn't care.
I hate that shit. Rolling up to a ramp on a bike and you're just like, oh fuck, I hope so. You know what I mean? I hope so. Like, I hope this is fine.
Yeah, apparently, I let Sam use my bike. He jumped this ramp.
Xander as in Randy's kid.
Randy's kid?
Xander?
No, this is Nathaniel and
okay,
Lance.
yeah, right.
But yeah, we're outside. Nina was there too. We're all outside. We really not like dark, pitch black dark. And I said, "Hey, you can use my bike, okay?" And then he gets on.
The motorized one?
What?
The motorized one?
No, not my motorized one.
Okay,
it's my. It was like my.
Because that makes a difference in the story for sure.
It was my it was like my really old Spider-Man bike.
I remember. Yeah, it had all the plating and all that on the side. Yeah.
And then he took the bike, he jumped the ramp, and he landed in the pile of wood. That huge pile of wood next to Charlie and Michelle's.
It was by the barn, right? By the old barn that was blown out.
Next to the grain bins. Remember that? Charlie and Michelle's house. You're walking there next to the grain bins. You know the grain bins, right?
Right. So you're going through the driveway.
Yeah, and then
there's grain bins. And there's.
To your left, as you're looking at the corn, there's these big wood pile.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, I didn't think he was gonna go that high, but he seriously went so high that he landed on the pile of wood. And I was like, oh my god, dude. And then, like, we also always used to, like, Charlie and Michelle, if you're watching this, don't get mad. But I know we weren't supposed to be doing this.
I doubt they'll watch it, honestly.
I know, they probably won't.
I doubt they'll watch it. But if they do, yes.
Yeah.
Don't get mad.
Yeah.
Let me triple check, quadruple check, quintuple check. Alright, cool. We're still recording.
But yeah, we're like, we always used to climb on those grain bin ladders.
Oh yeah.
We'd go all the way up to the top, and then, we'd slide down, not knowing if we'd get to the ladder, but we'd slide down, and then we'd, most of the time, we'd grab the ladder, and then we'd go back down. And then this one time, like this, we've done this multiple times, but we said we're gonna make a hideout out of this old barn that fell down. We went in the old barn.
Did you guys make a clubhouse out of that place?
Yes, we did. And the upside down trailer too.
That's badass. That's badass. That's so fucking sick. Like I remember going in there just looking for scraps so I could skate it.
And I told the boys, don't tell your mom, don't tell your dad about this because we're gonna get in trouble. and then we go in, everything's fine. That Lance decides, hey mom, I want to show you this new clubhouse we found. So he goes in the clubhouse.
God damn it.
I know. And then Michelle follows him. He falls down apparently. I wasn't there. Nail through his knee. Nail through his knee. Yep. Nail went through his knee. Yeah.
Right, Lance.
There. Yeah, he pretty
Don't
much...
show your parents.
Yeah, he ruined...
No matter what. Now we know.
Yeah, I think he ruined the clubhouse of barn thing for that. Not necessarily because he showed it, because he dropped it and it went through his knee.
God damn, dude.
Yeah. But, yeah, he thought it was a good idea to show his mom our new clubhouse. The one clubhouse that I don't think they cared about, that, you remember that upside down trailer, the tipped over trailer right there?
Because of the tornado.
We put just a bunch of stuff in there. We put a ladder.
Which is something we have to deal with in Nebraska is tornadoes.
Yep.
Something most people don't have to deal with. Sometimes it actually hits you fucking hard. Especially if you live in the middle of nowhere.
That's how that barn
fell down. It can straight up take out a whole barn. So we had a barn that our great grandpa had built, and it completely just wiped out. Wiped out. It just topped that shit over, dude. Like
just the top part. There was still
the top
the bottom
part was completely gone. The bottom part was basically together. You know what I mean? You could get it in there, but it's also still every time you go in there, you're like, holy shit, am I gonna die in here? You know what I mean? Type shit. So
we actually got on top of that car that's next to it. We got on top of that car with a monster
Ford. It was like a C7 Ford of something. It was kind of like
it's really old.
It was a badass car though,
it looked
right?
It
it was a nice car.
And we got on top of that car. We'd get on top of that little wood thing that goes down.
Right.
That's how we'd get in. And then there was this really dark room. It was so creepy. There was just a bunch of stuff in there.
Dude, that whole fucking barn was creepy, especially after it got knocked down. And you didn't see it before it went and got knocked down, right?
I've seen pictures.
Creepy, dude. Creepy as fuck. Going in there, man, I felt so ballsy going in there. I was like, I'm a beast.
I was in this, but when I went in this room, it was so dark. There's still like all the stuff in there. Like, cause when it fell down, we weren't prepared. Like, we didn't know it was just gonna fall down. So there's still all their stuff in there and stuff. So we were going over there to look at stuff, and I think that Nathaniel was with us, and then he saw this huge spider and he screamed, and I'm like, Nathaniel, shut up! And yeah, because I didn't want to get caught.
Because you're not fucking supposed to be in there, dude. Like, shut your fucking mouth. Like, no.
And then we thought it was a good idea. So there was this one metal patch. It wasn't really that sturdy. It was just a patch, a little hole there. We broke that, so there's another entrance that we made to get in.
Damn.
So,
I was fucking around with that a lot, dude.
Yeah,
that was a passing thought for me. Like,
yeah, we were. We definitely messed around with that a lot.
I'm happy you're alive. Like this shit was rusty as shit. It was so bad.
And every time I went in there, it was like, what if it falls down?
Yeah, dude.
What if it falls down? I'm just gonna die. I'm just dead. There's no way. And there was this whole thing. It was so creepy though and scary. Cause and then this one time we got stuck in this area. We couldn't go back the way we were because it was so we had to go around through this door. We had to climb up this stuff, which wasn't sturdy, definitely not. And then we were climbing up the stuff. We had to go through this door, which the freaking floor was down, so the door was up there. So we had to climb the stuff, and then in order to get out, there was still a bunch of stuff there. That's where the stalls were and stuff, where we were. So then we had to climb up all like the hay and stuff that was in there. So we had to get over all the stalls, which that wasn't fun really. But yeah.
Did I ever tell you I actually took some nudies over there? Yeah, I was doing weird like nudie poses and shit. I was trying to be a model. I was trying to do porn. So I figured I'd do some sort of a weird like a erotic, I'm out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I was also like, that was like during the 2.5 weeks that I was doing meth. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fuck it. And that was when I met Shay. It was do you remember that one house that Grandma was born in? It was right down the road.
Yes.
And it was that abandoned
creepy.
House. Yeah, dude. We took a bunch of pictures in that abandoned house. And,
you went there, right? Because you were talking to Kaya about you guys were gonna go there.
Yeah. And then we didn't really go. Well, I think with Kaya I did go there, but when I met Shay, I was like kind of fucked up out of my brain. I was so fucked up, dude. And like, I was just like, she likes taking pictures. I was like, okay, well, I'll be a model, because she hit me up and she was like, hey, well, can I take pictures of you? I was like, yeah, fuck, dude, here's a good spot, So we went out there and we took a bunch of pictures and shit. So like, if you're following the channel or whatever, you'll find some looties of me out there where my grandma was born. And so yeah, dude, it was pretty gnarly, but I feel like we did some pictures like laying on some rubble, from like kind of built up from that barn that got torn apart by the and it wasn't even, and the reason that barn fell apart, it wasn't because of a tornado. There was a tornado nearby, but it was the high winds that had done it. It wasn't even the tornado. So like then you start to realize how effective a tornado can be, because it threw some strange winds, dude, and that's what tipped the trailer upside down, is because the winds just being nearby, it was just fucking intense, dude. Like, that's something that most people don't have to deal with, especially if you're on the coast or if you're down south. You don't have to fucking deal with tornadoes, dude. Of course you have to deal with hurricanes, but with us, dude, it's tornadoes, and it's a normal thing. And like, if somebody loses their whole life to a tornado, it's just just it. Like, that's life. Like whatever. I
haven't heard about a tornado in quite a while, actually.
Yeah, same. And it's kind of weird, and it fucks me up that we're talking about this, because I feel like us talking about this is gonna bring a crazy tornado.
This is what scared me about living in that trailer. When we went back to the farm, I was like, there's gonna be a freaking tornado. The trailer's going to go freaking
Yeah, dude.
There's no way, like if it goes into the farm, like we're just like.
Did you ever see that film Twister?
Yeah, I think I did.
Did you? God, it's an old one, dude. It's before my time. Like, it's old, dude. Like, it's really old. But yeah, like.
But in that.
It's heavy shit.
Yeah, in that horse trailer that tipped over, we basically, how there was like these things that closed up. Oh, when it was right side up, that closed up to separate the horses, kind of.
Right. Yes.
We'd take those and we opened them all. So we were like, this is your room, this is my room, and then we made all different rooms and stuff. And then we took a ladder, and we took it and put it here, because there was this opening that you would put storage stuff in.
Alright, folks, very top. This is bravery. Because it could collapse at any point. Mm-hmm. This is bravery. This is a prime example of just being a brave kid, like, fuck it, dude. We're gonna make a fucking clubhouse out of this crazy rustic shit. Mm-hmm. Like.
Yeah, but then we put a ladder there. We'd go up. We'd open the hatch thing. It was like a trapdoor. Like, we thought it was really cool. So we'd walk across it, and then we'd jump off the top of the trailer onto this little horse trough thing that was upside down. Okay. So we'd jump into it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And Nathaniel, it rained once. We went over there, and he just jumped in it with the water, and he fell down. He got all soaked. Yeah. I think that's one of the times that Nina stepped on a nail. One of the times. And I heard about this one time that apparently she was with. You remember when Randy came to live with us with his girlfriend's kids and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, in Grandma's house. Everyone was gone, including me. It was only Gavin, Keegan, and his kids. So she stepped on her nail. She came into the house, and they freaking washed it out. Apparently, but I don't know what they did. I hope they didn't pull it out. I mean, because they didn't know what they were doing.
Word.
So, yeah. But there was just a bunch of
keep talking.
Random crap.
I'm just gonna double check. Make sure we're still recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. All right, I gotta write this. Keep talking. All right. Talk.
But yeah, there was just a bunch of random stuff that we did there. Random stuff.
Fell up the stairs.
But remember there was this grain truck, and there was a bunch of dirt and stuff in it, in the back of this grain truck, and we'd go in there and we'd make tunnels and stuff. It was just random. Yeah, and then we only did this a couple times. I'm gonna say this when he's back again too, because I don't want him to hear this. There was this camper that was full of bunch of crap, and it was like a dang it. I know he knows what this is. It was like this camper that was sitting next to my grandma's house. It had the back thing and stuff on it, but it had the front. It was a mobile, I guess. Oopsie. Remember that that camper with the truck, and then it had that thing. It was I don't remember what it was called. That truck, and it had the camper thing on the back that Kenneth had all of his stuff in it and stuff next to their house.
The fifth wheel.
Yeah, that.
I remember because Sierra got locked in there once. Yeah.
Fifth wheel?
Yep.
Okay, maybe was it the fifth wheel?
Alright, so just because I don't know how much we lost in that whole little midsection, what do you think the worst crime you ever? Well, considering what we've discussed already, what do you think the worst crime you've ever committed was?
Well, technically, the phone thing wasn't the only thing I stole. I did I think I put a candy bar.
So you stole a phone.
Yeah, I stole a phone from the Y. He went to our church. I had to give him back his phone. Yeah. He was like, "What's going on, dude? I hate my life." Yeah, I bet that guy felt so bad. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, "Oh, cool! It's a phone, dude. I'm gonna be so cool because I have a phone." It was a flip phone too. It's gonna be so cool because I'm gonna have a phone, dude. And when I was in the car, because I was with Charlie and Michelle.
Right.
I was in the car with the boys, and I had it in my pocket. She got a call from the Y. I was like, "Oh no, I'm screwed." And she said someone stole a phone. And I was like, "No, I didn't do it." Eventually, I just said, "Yeah, I did it." But yeah, it was. And then I think one time I tried to put a candy bar in my pocket, but I think Mom caught me because I was at the cash register and we were walking out of the store. But yeah. I didn't really do that much. I remember. I don't know if you remember this, but Charlie and Michelle, we were going to a wedding? I think it was a wedding in Idaho. We were going on this really long trip to Idaho from Nebraska. It was like 12, 13-hour trip. We were going up there, and in Idaho, when we got there to our hotel, it was like a Motel 6. It wasn't necessarily the best. We were bored, so me and the boys went outside, and we decided to let's make a grass mountain. So we started pulling the grass out of the ground of the motel, and we were building a grass mountain. And this employee walked by. He was like, "What are you guys doing?" And we were like, "We're building a grass mountain." He was like, "Right." And then he started walking down to the office, and then he had other people come down, and he said, "You can't do that here." And then we were putting it back, trying to make it look like it wasn't that bad, but it was
plug in that grass.
Yeah, it was so obvious. So, and then we went back in, and Charlie was like, "You guys were pulling grass out of the tree." Yeah, they got a call, but yeah. And then you remember our church they had camps and stuff every July. This one time, okay, we were at the lake. I was with my friend Isaiah. He's Kendall's friend. Kevin's.
Wait, Kendall who?
It's Kevin's friend.
Is it Erling?
No. He went to our church. It was Kevin's friend. He went hunting with him and stuff. But they had kayaks. Well, the people had kayaks. They let us use them, and you know how that it was Cambridge Lake. You know how it was big and it goes all the way over to that other side.
Yeah.
We went all the way over to the other side. All the way over to the other side. Yeah. It was kind of scary because I was like, bro, what if there's a shark in here? I didn't know if there were sharks in ocean.
It's gotta be a shark in the lake, man.
And it was just the ones that you sat on. It was just the ones that we sat on. So I was rowing and he came next to me, pushed me off. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And then I got back on and then we started pushing each other off just for fun. And after we got old of that, we started going again. And then when we came back, they were like, "You're not supposed to go that far." And then, yeah, I just went back. I went back. It was the old. It wasn't that long ago. It was just I don't remember if Mom told you this. We went to South Dakota to get this trailer, the bumper trailer. We took freaking Grandma's van. You know,
the gold one.
Yeah.
It was a gold Caravan that had no headliner, and it was a piece of shit.
No, not that one. I'm talking about the big van. The cream-colored one with
Bertha?
the orange stripes.
Is it Bertha?
No, the one with the orange stripes. Like it wasn't Shagwagon. It's called
Shagwagon. Yeah.
That
I remember. Yeah, it was the Econoline.
It had the freaking busted-out window on the side. So the whole way there was the curtains. They were just like the whole way there. It was like a 6-hour trip there, and then a 6-hour way back. And we had it, and when we got there, we noticed the thing didn't have a pin to go in the trailer. So Mom took a straw. And she put it in there, she tied it, and I was like,
we always be doing shit like that.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, dude, we always do shit like that.
I was like, honestly, I don't even care anymore. Like,
it's always some ghetto shit, dude.
I know.
Yo, you remember that one time we went to Texas and we attached the trailer with a PS1 cord? Do you remember that? Yeah. You were really young,
maybe
dude.
We did.
But like, we tied it up with a fucking PlayStation 1 cord, and we went from Texas to Nebraska with a PlayStation 1 cord holding the hitch on.
Was it your PS1 cord?
No. Luckily it wasn't. It was just a random one because I had a PS2 at that point. So.
Yeah, if it was yours, I'd be worried about the PS1 cord.
Dude, I wonder if it still worked. Nobody ever tested it after that. It just kind of went in the garbage, but fucking A.
Yeah. But luckily, it was like a long ways until we got there, but we got a pin on the way there. But I hated that trip. Oh, and I didn't talk about when we were going to get it. The freaking tire blew out on the van. So it didn't have a spare tire because freaking Kevin took it off of the van.
That's Farva. Yep.
He took it off the van. So we had to call roadside assistance.
I hope I can have him on.
It took them seriously so long to get there.
I hope I can have Farva on.
Yeah.
I think the main thing that I'm worried about is that he's not going to be able to control his temper. It's like, you start talking about touch subjects and shit. He's not able to control himself, man. He just gets so mad, But
and then
it's okay.
But yeah, on the way there, and then roadside assistance finally got there. He had his tow truck. He put it on the van. So all three of us were squished in this semi truck with this guy that we didn't even know. And I obviously, because Nina always has to make me do these things, I had to sit by him. And I'm just like pushing against Mom. I don't want to touch this. But when we get there, we had to get all of the tires redone. We took off we had to get all the tires completely. All of them had to be she bought all of them, all 4 of them brand new. That took another 2 hours, so that's another 2 hours off the trip, not counting how long it took to get there and back.
Right.
So that was a really long trip. And then we had to freaking when we finally almost got to McCook in Funk. I don't know if you remember Funk.
Yo, dude, I've traveled through there not so long ago. Actually, it was
Funk.
a couple days ago. I went through Funk.
Yeah,
Funk, Nebraska.
Yeah, when we were going back.
Yep.
But Funk.
Shit town.
We had to stay in Funk because when we were on our way home, this guy pulled us over and he said, "Oh, the police guy pulled us over and he was like, oh, your lights don't work, so you're it's dangerous for you to be out here."
Yeah, it's because they don't have anybody else to pull over.
Yeah,
they're fucking bored.
They're bored, and then they say, you're gonna have to turn around and stay the night back here, and we're just like, we have no cooling in this trailer. It is freaking hot outside, and so she said she didn't want to turn it around because it's a really long trailer with the van, so. He said, she asked if we could just go to Funk and stay there, and he said, okay, I'll call Funk and tell him you're on your way there to stay. And we're just like,
God, they so monitor it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, if you don't pull over now, I'm gonna be there.
We were sleeping in this trailer with no AC. It was so hot, I could barely sleep basically. I had no fan. That's usually what I sleep with. So it was hot in the room. And I had no fan. That just makes it 10 times worse.
Word.
So it took me so many hours to go to sleep. Finally, I had no covers, and I didn't even use a pillow because that was making it too hot. I was just laying on the mattress. It took me so long to go to sleep too. So. And then in the morning we had to go again, but luckily the van was actually comfortable. Minus the window, which was really annoying.
Word.
The flapping freaking curtains.
Flapping curtains of the shaggin' wagon. Shaggin' wagon as a reference to this is the van you take to go get shaggin'. Shaggin' is a term that they used to use back in the olden days, back before probably most of you were recognizing these things, but shaggin' means fucking. The van's made for fucking. That's what it is. It's made for sex. So, Shaggin' Wagon is basically it's a big van with a bed in the back that you can convert into a couch and also set up a poker table and there's extra seats. So, it's a Shaggin' Wagon. Yeah. You know, they usually got really crazy carpet on the walls and shit.
The back seat. It had a back seat. It would look backwards and it would look forwards and then it would fold out into a bed.
Yes.
But the seats in the van, they were so comfortable.
Yeah, dude, they were so comfy. Yeah.
And it would go so far back, the seat,
That shit was gangsta.
It wasn't helping that I was sitting near the window, so I couldn't go to sleep because there was just freaking
wind because the fucking air conditioner doesn't work in any of the vehicles. So
But I remember mom put this baby gate in front of it. She had it in between the seat, in front of the window. Didn't really help with the wind, but I mean, I guess it helped with stuff going out. But
all right, buddy. We really got a good peek into your life. And our life. You know, and little things and shit, you know, so this has been a fucking pleasure, to say the very least. It's it's good being able to talk to you on this fucking shit, dude. I hope that anybody out there, you know, if you sat through the whole video, then, you know, I hope you get some quality out of this. This is really hometown, deep, you know, really hardcore stories that make you what you are. And this is part of what it is, dude. This shit made me who I am. This is what made Tristan who he is. So, you know, if you gave it a listen, dude, good job. This is really good. This is good content, dude. This is the type of shit that I'm looking for this podcast. This is exactly it. You know what I mean? So, you know, just personal stories of what the fuck happened. This crazy shit that no one will ever know. You know what I mean? unless you tune in. So, thank you for being a guest. Thank you for being a guest on the podcast. Welcome to the pulpit. I'll bring you back to the pulpit for sure. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.